Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Um, I'm actually kind of excited. I did those videos where I sat here and showed you how you could hook up Google Voice to StreamYard, and a couple other content creators reached out to me and sat here and said, "Hey, um, Google Voice is fine. If you want to have a call-in radio show, but you lose a little bit of audio quality when you do that. Because it's got to go through the phone system. Is there anything that you can come up with that would work with StreamYard?" And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I sat down and I kind of put a little thought into it, and I went, hey, I've got a solution to all these people that sit here and like to flash people or do stupid things on their camera once they get on your panel. I've got a way to block that. So I'm gonna share that with you how to do it. It's pretty much like how you set up the Google thing. So it should be pretty simple to follow along. Um, and it'll work whether or not you use a phone for StreamYard or if you use a computer for StreamYard. A computer is required, but you can, if you like to stream from a phone, the part that I need you to do can be done on a computer separately. And if you don't have a computer, if you have a moderator that you trust, they can do this too for you. You're giving up the control to that moderator, but you can do it. Hi, nice to see you too. Okay, so let's hop up into this real quick, and we will change to this screen. There we go. So this is the page that you guys are all watching right now. I'm going to pause my video so you don't see double of me and whatnot. Um, Basically, we're going to need two pieces of software. Okay. Hey, Red Mama, or Mama Red, sorry. Uh, Hello. So right here in comments or in the description, I say here and I gave you guys the links for the software that you need to go and download to do this. Um, we're going to open this one. For Windows, you're going to use this file here, which is VB Cable Driver Pack 43. If you have a Macintosh, you could do it with a Macintosh, but you only get one free cable. So to get the second cable, you'd have to go here and buy the second cable. There is no option for Macintosh with the other program that we're going to install. So we've got that. All right. So this is a direct link if you don't want to go to the page. Again, this is a direct link to the other app also. So this is the other program here. Okay. And we would go to download VAC 470 Lite. Okay. Real simple so far, right? Okay. So we close this out. So we're pretty much done with this page. Okay. We're done. You guys have downloaded the two programs. You've installed them. Just like you install any other program, it'll ask you to sign your life away, firstborn child, the whole 9 yards. You're going to click yes because you're going to want to use it. Hi, everybody. So you're going to want to use it. So you're going to sit and you're going to click that yes. Oh, I got to change from top chat to live chat. And then I've got to go pop out so that I can drag this off to this side of the screen so I can watch the chat. Okay. So we're at the point where you've installed these two programs. You've got them. You've got the two programs installed, and we should be good. Okay. So now we get to setting this up. Okay. So what we have here is here's your standard StreamYard window. Okay. If you had a computer and you went live, I'm not going live on this. I'm going live through OBS. So, but for this demonstration, it doesn't matter. But this would be like your main StreamYard, like you've been doing it for as long as you've been doing StreamYard. This interface looks familiar to you. I'm doing it on a computer. You could do it on a phone, but you got to set up a StreamYard. Then you have this invite button. Okay, that's where you get your invite to invite your guests. Now, this is the one that you're going to want to keep secret. Okay, you only want to give this to the people that you know and you trust. So if you've got a Discord or you've got emails of your regulars or you got cell numbers, you would text this link to them, okay? And that gives them direct access to your StreamYard with their cameras active and on. Okay, so I've already copied this link. I'm not going to show it right now. That's where this second window comes in, okay? I'm going to add, let me back up 1 second. I want to point out that this page is on one Google account, this page is on a different Google account, and this page is on a different Google account. So I've got one browser that's on Edge, and I've got 2 Chrome browsers, but all 3 browsers are using a different account, a different Google account. It just makes it a little easier when you're setting this stuff up, that you don't get confused, and it'll become a little bit clearer later on why it's nice to have a little bit more separation. Okay, so I'm taking the invite link and I'm posting it to here, just like if you were to join my StreamYard, same thing. You're just joining your own StreamYard from this browser. So we're going to do that. So this is the no camera club. Okay, these people will have no camera. So you can see it just popped in. It just popped into my live stream. Ignore this one. This one's only here so that I can provide audio to OBS for you guys. So just ignore this one. But this is the one that's here. So this is your main control page. This is the guest that was added. Okay. Now, in this one, what you're going to do is you're going to set up a completely separate StreamYard. So you're going to have a StreamYard that's over here in window number 1. You have a guest in window number 2 that's connected to window number 1. And window number 3 is going to be its own complete separate StreamYard, okay? On a completely different account, the whole 9 yards. StreamYard's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. So we're going to connect to it real quick. Okay. And instead of, you've got the option to go create, where you can go create a live stream, recording, or a webinar. I chose to do a recording because it'll make it a little easier to keep track of which window's which window once you get there. So we'll go here and we'll go to Enter Studio. Okay. So this one is called the portal to the stream. Okay. We're going to stop the camera for right now and we will enter it in. Okay. And we will add it to the stage. So this is one StreamYard. This one, panel number 2 is a guest to StreamYard 1. And browser number 3 is its own StreamYard, completely separate. Okay. Now, here's where the magic comes in, okay? So we go here to Settings, and we go to Audio, okay? And then we go here to Settings, and we go to Audio. This is where those programs came in that we were working with, okay? Is we sit here and we take this virtual audio cable, okay? Which is from the speaker, which is called line 1 virtual audio cable, and we put it to microphone over here, virtual 1 audio cable. And then this one that says cable output VB audio virtual cable, we go down here to speaker and we go VB, where is it? VB input virtual audio cable. Okay. Now, when we do a test, you can see the microphone's moving. Okay. Do a test.
Speakers on StreamYard sounds.
You guys could probably heard that in the stream come across. So now these are actually linked together as two accounts. Okay. So now I can close these out and you can see that this audio bubble is moving because my audio bubble is sending audio to this stream, to this separate stream. So I've combined window StreamYard 1 with StreamYard in panel 3, okay? So right now we don't really need this window open anymore because this is the firewall. Window number 2 is the firewall that's connecting window 1 and window 2. So I'm going to minimize this and we're just going to pull this one out and we're going to pull this one out because that's all we need right now is just these two. You know, I just minimized it. I didn't close it. Okay. So now I will do an example real quick. I'm going to turn off this microphone in just a second. I'm going to join. There's our flasher. Oh. I had to turn that microphone off. Now, the flasher can now talk on the live stream. He has access all the way through. That's why you guys can hear me. And you can see the voice bubble is moving on your live stream. But if the flasher sits here and turns his camera on your live stream, it's not there. You know, it's not on your live stream. The flasher can turn his camera on and off and it doesn't matter. So let me go and let me pop this one out real quick. So I'm back to my headset. So what this accomplishes is you have this invite here that you only give to people you know, people you trust, you know, you share it in your Discord, whatnot. This link that you get here, you can share with the internet. Okay, you get to share it to everybody. Okay, I'm using virtual audio cables to basically accomplish this. It's a little easier than trying to do voice meter with Banana. This is literally just two virtual cables crossing. It makes it so much easier for novices to make it work. So that's why I'm doing it that way, Fry. But hey, good suggestion. I appreciate it. So you take this, and this is what you post out onto your web. So we go copy, we put it in the chat, and we paste it. So now anybody that wants to join my live stream, okay. Now, granted, I'm not actually streaming through StreamYard right now. I'm streaming through OBS. Will come up on this side of the setup, okay? This is where they'll come in. Anybody that's here as a guest, if somebody's in the backstage over in screen number 2, well, now it's screen number 2, that does flashing or whatever, anybody that's in the main channel on the live screen can't see what's going on. They're oblivious to it. And then here's another nice feature about this. This one right here, if I decide I mute this mic, everybody in screen 2 is muted and they can't unmute. How many times have you muted somebody on your StreamYard stream just for them to click the mute button and unmute and start yelling at you? Guess what? Because you control this and they don't, you can mute the connection between the two StreamYards. So you get to sit here and knock that completely out. So that's the feature right there that's really nice about this. Now, once you have somebody here and you're watching their screen, okay? You're watching their screen and you see they're not doing anything funny, because you can watch them camera. You'll probably watch it like this. You'll probably have two screens open, or you'll have your phone, and then this screen will be on your laptop or whatever, or computer. You can keep an eye on them, and once you trust them and you see that everything's good and they're not doing anything funny, you can take the invite from screen number 1 and you can put it into the private chat on screen number 2. Because the nice thing about private chat is, if somebody later on comes into StreamYard and they weren't present at the time that you posted something in private chat, they don't get to see it. So that's where this kind of turns into a firewall. This literally protects you, gives you an extra layer of being able to get people on your channel with good audio that isn't going through the phone system. Gives you some control, kind of like a green room, but you can bring them in and you can have a conversation with them. So that's kind of the idea here. And then when you trust them, you can give them the link from your main StreamYard that's actually on the live stream, and bring them over so that they can be seen on camera. Okay. Now, part of where this is a deterrent for a lot of people is going to be, I'm going to go back in. Well, yeah, I'll go back in there real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll go back into the second StreamYard. So we'll put the flasher back in, and we're going to turn the volume down on this phone so I'm not echoing. Okay, so we've got the flasher back in, okay? We bring him back to the stage. It's 2 screens. This is all he gets to see, okay? That's the downside. But that's also a deterrent for people that are expecting to see what's in screen 1, which is what's on the live stream, are going to show up and be like, hey, where the hell am I? That's going to confuse them. And, if they're not there to actually talk, they're going to probably bounce, because they're going to be like, something ain't right here, So they're just going to get the heck out, So that'll help get rid of a lot of the people that you kind of don't want in your stream anyways, by doing this. Now, in the simplest form, this is done. Okay, I'm going to turn this back off, just because I can hear that I can hear it, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear it echoing. But in its simplest form, this is all set up and done. But if you really wanted to, okay, you could be nice and not banish people to the dungeon, and you could let them see what's going on in StreamYard number 1. This gets a little bit more complex. So far we've been really simple. I mean, you guys have to agree, this has been really, really simple. I mean, a couple of virtual audio cables, speaker to microphone, microphone to speaker, boom, it's linked together, you're done. Now, if you want to send video over here, it all has to be done on the same computer. You're not going to be able to do this. Well, I guess you could. You could do it with a phone. It would just have to be the 2 windows. But basically what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up downloading a program called OBS. Okay? And with OBS, you can do a... Excuse me. Whoa. You can do a screen capture, and you can capture the browser. What that is I'll delete this so I can do it. I can do it again. I go over here to window capture, and I click OK. And then this is where it was important to know if it was Chrome or if it was Edge. Okay. Here's the Edge with Studio Profile 1. So this is what I want to capture, okay? I hit OK. Okay. And then I go into, where was it? I go into here and I hold Alt on the red square and I bring this down. And then I go on the red square and I hold Alt, click on the left mouse button, and I go up. I mean, it takes a little bit more setup. It's how much do you like the people that you're putting into the, the thing, but you go on the little red squares and you just box this out. Okay, so this is what we have to capture. Okay, now what we can do is we can go virtual camera. Okay, right now mine's turned on, so I don't need to turn it off. And I'm done with this program. I've set it up. I did a scene. I did a window capture. I picked the browser, and I made it the size of what I wanted to display. And I started the virtual camera. Okay, I minimize this. And now I go over here to settings and I go to camera and I pick OBS virtual camera as my option. Okay. So now that I have OBS virtual camera as the option turned on, I literally just start my camera and I've just given the people in the second StreamYard a view of what's actually going live online on the first StreamYard. It's up to you if you decide that you want to do that or not. It's a little extra step, a little extra work. You saw me do it. But as you can see, it works. I mean, you guys heard me talking through my phone on the second StreamYard, connected to the first StreamYard, coming into the into OBS and out to the internet. So that's it. I mean, a little bit of setup, a little bit of work, and nobody's going to be sitting here and, doing photo bombs or, whatever, or, doing weird stuff on your stream that could potentially get you banned. They're going to have to work for it a little bit more. They're not just going to be able to hop in and, turn the camera on and just go nuts with it. So, hopefully this is useful to somebody, and hopefully you guys like it. And I'm just kind of curious. 17 watching. Okay. Hopefully this ends up... I understand that this is more of a streamer-orientated thing. And it's going to require a little bit of horsepower on your computer. So if you got a potato computer, it may not work. But it is what it is. Are there any questions from the peanut gallery about anything that you saw here? Well, that's why I did it as a video, so that you can literally just follow the video in your own progression. So that's why I did that. Anybody else got any other comments, questions? I'm hoping that this helps out a lot of people, because like I said, I actually had a few other streamers come out, and going to be a lot of replays on my end. LOL. Well, that's what pause is for. You get to a step and you pause. Then you don't have to replay. You just pause it. So, all right. Well, I want to keep this as an instructional video, so I don't want it to be too long of a live stream. Do you guys want me to go live and we can just shoot the shit? Or are you guys good? Yeah, you have to replay. Okay. because you need to repeat. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this stream, and let's see. Can we start some drama? That would be the stream I start after this, not in this one. Okay. Um, and I won't use this because I don't care if people pop up on my stream or not. But I just wanted this to be available for people. So, all right, I'm gonna end this stream, and I will fire up another one in about probably 5 minutes or so, and we can just kind of shoot the shit. Fry, you gonna come up and on panel? And we can talk flat Earth. I don't know. For some reason, everybody wants to talk to you about flat Earth for right now. So hey, I'm Mechanic Eric. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope that you find this information useful, and if in some way it does help you, I would appreciate, if you gave me a donation for the hard work I put into this. Thank you very much. You guys have a great night.